think I got a few hours of sleep last night. Dad's got his new bag. He's feeling cool. Got my bag full of milk. With you. Why do you smile every time I turn this off, you little poop head? Why you do that to me? Why you do that to me, huh? Hello, friends. Let me get some more lighting. Okay. Does that help? No. I'm trying to give you a different background. I feel like these vlogs have been like stuck in these like routines, so trying to, you know, show you a different room. But today was kind of a hard day. It's been our first just like really emotional day. I was really emotional yesterday, but more like just in a good way. It was a week exactly since Kallie was born. Just thinking back at how crazy the day was, at how lucky we are that she is here with us and she has been doing so well. I mean, I was like trying not to cry most of the day yesterday, just like more just happy, you know? Still a little overwhelmed, but just like happy. And then today we were there early in the morning for rounds. When all the doctors come around, they all have their pens, pads, tablets, computers, and usually about 8 of them come, and they give you all the up-to-date information on the baby, or they give each other. They're not talking to the parents. They are making a plan for your baby for that day, all the different kind of doctors together while they stand in front of the child. That way they can look at different things on that child in that time, so they come to each kid. It was all super positive like it always is with her, which is so awesome. I mean, we've been so lucky so far. She literally is just impressing everyone there of how much she's progressing so quickly, being so premature. They're like giving her like A++ on so many things. So this morning was good news, good news, good news. And then it was just like, excuse me, what? They were like, oh, when we were doing the ultrasounds for her bladder to make sure that her bladder was emptying as it should, which it did. Those tests came out perfect. She's not retaining and holding anything in. She's, you know, excreting everything out, which is perfect. But they said that they noticed that there was like some bubbling in her liver, which I don't know what that means, but I guess it was cause for concern that her guts were becoming sick. And I could be wrong, but judging from what they said, I'm thinking that it's just kind of her young gut not being ready for the breast milk and everything that she has, you know, been able to start on, just because she's progressed so much. And that maybe it's just, you know, not good for her. And they talked about, you know, of course, if that comes back, we'll take her off of breast milk, put her back on like a controlled like formula diet that's a little bit more controlled, a little bit more simple, and get her on antibiotics. Any kind of sickness or anything is just terrifying right now because she's so premature. You don't want her to go through anything right now. She's already doing so much. She is recovering from this big surgery. I mean, she had a tumor that was the size of her removed off of her, you know, bottom, her little hiney. She's got very large wounds on her bottom that she's recovering from. So we just want her to be as healthy as possible so she can just lay there effortlessly, trying to act like she's still in the womb so she can sleep and grow and get strong, because, you know, we still have another surgery to get ready for. That information was told to us a little bit after 9 a.m. and we didn't find out until about 3 p.m. that everything was good with her gut. They came back, they said everything looked great. So I was like, oh really? Like my eyes got so big. I was like, oh my gosh. Philip and I we did handle it well, but we definitely felt it for sure. I definitely, you know, shed some tears today in the bathroom. I could tell Philip was upset. You know, he gets like a shaky voice, and you can kind of tell like he's waiting on me. Like if I break down, he can break down, but if I'm not breaking down, he's gonna hold his shit together kind of thing. Just because it's just so scary. She's just so tiny and you just don't want anything to happen to her. So that was wonderful. And then of course, while I was at it, I was like, you know, we still have been waiting on the results of her biopsy. So, you know, testing the tumor, the part of the tumor that they removed for, you know, to see if it's cancerous. So it's like, I've asked a few times about it, but at the same time, I'm not like badgering them for the results, because at the same time, I'm like terrified. So when that RN had come in and given us the results of the ultrasound, I asked her if she would happen to know or be able to find out if, you know, they got the results from the biopsy yet. She said she would find out, and then she came back literally like as we were about to walk out of NICU. She came up and she was like, okay, well, long story short, I'm really trying not to get upset about it, because like we don't have anything to get upset about really yet, but it's like I was really hoping that they would come back and be like, nope, it's benign, you don't have to worry about it, because truly that's like my one biggest fear right now. But she said that, and I don't know what this means, I don't know anything about cancer or tumors or any of it, but she said that it did have a egg yolk, which I guess means that it has the potential to be malignant. But we basically will not know for sure until we have her second surgery and take out the rest of the tumor. They said that we would have the second surgery right around her due date. Today is May 19th, and her due date was July the 14th. So they'll be waiting till she's like full term, you know, basically, to do the surgery, the full resection of the tumor and her tailbone. And I guess they will kind of like retest everything and see, but we're supposed to get contacted from oncology tomorrow, who is really going to like dig deep into the results from the biopsy to kind of like give us what they think that's going on and what potentially could be some treatment options for us. So we didn't get like a yes or no answer today, which I, for some reason, kind of assumed we would, but I guess it's not that simple, and really, truly, it would have never been that simple. The tumor that she still has inside of her is going to be there for 2 more months, and it could change at any time. Plus, even once we get all of this, you know, said and done, the tumor can come back. I really don't want to put a lot of effort into stressing about it. She is super healthy and doing super well. They are like incredibly impressed with how she is doing, being so premature. Like they say they never see this. Like she's just doing freaking amazing, and it's the best thing in the world to see. It's like I'm trying to be really positive and hoping that somehow that can, you know, change things. I don't, you know, make things go in a good way. Even if it doesn't, it at least makes my mind kind of deal with this better, I guess. So why not? So like while we were sitting, you know, at her bedside and waiting on the results of this ultrasound today that we were truly really stressed about, I had already typed out a Facebook status updating people, letting them know that the results came back saying that her gut was fine and that she's doing great and that I'm so thankful that we had good news today. So I went ahead and typed that out. I was planning to post it because I planned to get good news. And as I was doing it, I was thinking, this is really silly, but I just wanted it to be true so bad that I just went ahead and like typed it out in the notes on my phone. And then once we got the news, I just copied it and pasted it into Facebook, because that's where I kind of post all my updates for like friends and family, because it's hard to keep everybody updated. So I posted on my personal Facebook. So yeah, I copied and pasted it with a little video of her sleeping. It was a good day. It's just, for some reason in my mind, I like hoped when the results for the biopsy came back that it would be like, no, it's benign. Like, you don't have to worry. And then now we know for sure that the plan is that they'll do her second surgery in July. It's like, that seems so far away, and I worry about like my job. My maternity leave is only 12 weeks long. I'm already 3 weeks in, and she'll have, you know, again, some probably long recovery time after the second surgery. So I just can't even think that far. I can't be stressed about it. I'm honestly just trying to spend every day like so happy that she's here and healthy. So yeah, that is just a little update on how our day went. I love the uneventful days where they come in the morning, they say, you know, everything's going great, and the rest of the day is us kind of like interacting with her and calming her when she wakes up. We truly just let her sleep as much as possible. We don't bother her or anything unless she wakes up crying. If she wakes up crying, it means she is going to the bathroom, or she went to the bathroom. She only really cries for dirty diapers. So we take that time to soothe her and then kind of like, you know, poke and pry at her lightly, you know. I just love her. She's so freaking tiny and little. Like, when you see her in pictures and videos, she looks just like a, you know, little newborn baby. But when you see her in person, you're like, oh, she's so tiny. But yeah, my boobs are about to explode because I should have pumped hours ago. Today was just kind of like a weird day, and I was afraid that she couldn't even have my breast milk anymore, and I was like, I'm gonna have to start pumping and dumping. Everything is still good. She's still so good, and just trying to stay on the positive train as much as possible. I will see you later. Bye-bye. I feel like we've done pretty well, like emotionally, this whole time. You know, of course, every day leaving the hospital without her sucks. But in the beginning, I was just like so thankful that she was being taken care of. I was not having as many like selfish thoughts, like I just want her with me, you know. But I feel like it's just getting harder and harder to leave without her. There's like the little live cameras you can watch, but it's just like always at this time of night when I'm like, you know, tired from the day. Like by the time we get home in the like evening, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I want to take a nap, and like they always have her camera shut off to do her care, and it's like today it was like over 2 hours where her camera was off. And I just keep refreshing it, and then I start thinking, you know, what if something's wrong? And I just want to call up there. And I don't want to be the mom who's going to call every night. I've already called a few nights, but it's just so hard. She's going to be in NICU until probably like August, which is in like 3 months. It's going to be so hard. If you hear a crazy noise, I'm currently pumping, but I don't know. It's just getting harder and harder to leave her. And then just knowing that, you know, she's gonna be over 3 months old until I can, you know, really be with her. It just really fucking sucks. Ooh, my hair all crazy. Good morning, friends. So today is, I think, the 22nd morning routine. It's about 7 a.m. We are heading off to NICU now. We like to be there by 8 because rounds where the doctors can come and give you an update on your baby will come anytime between 8 and 12. So today will be a little different. I'm going to try to sleep bedside by her tonight. I've done the sleeping rooms, but I want to just try to sleep next to her and see how that goes. Yeah. Good morning. Oh, she's so sleepy. She said she's been wiggling all over this bed. So we just started doing these little, like, heart things. They're little heart-shaped pieces of fabric. And basically, I kind of like keep one in my shirt all day, and she keeps one in her incubator on top of her or under her head, and then we like swap out. So we have like each other's scents. So, tuck this in my shirt. Just be quick, Daddy Bear said. You have thick fur, and these can't hurt you. You can do it, he smiled. And suddenly the little bear found that he could. I love Daddy, thought Little Bear. You're getting smart, Little Bear. Smart enough to find a good winter den. Daddy Bear followed. He looked all around. Perfect, he said. I love Daddy. So this is my room for the night. This is where I'll be sleeping. Comfy, huh? At least I have a little blankie from home to kind of get cuddly with. Got my breast pump, got all of our junk over here. It's kind of messy. Then my little baby is just right here. So I changed her diaper for the first time by myself earlier, and I don't know how well it went. I accidentally pulled her little like belly button cord, and she cried. I felt so terrible. But she's just sweeping. She's a tired little girl. Oh, are you smiling? Are you smiling in there? Are you growing? So, I just pumped again. Philip is gone for the night. It is 6 o'clock. I think the cafeteria closes at 7, so I think I'm gonna go get something to eat because I get really hungry in the middle of the night pumping. So yeah, I'm gonna pump, get settled in, probably edit. I fill out a little journal every day. A NICU journal I got off of Amazon. And you basically fill out like their gestational age, weight, what you're able to do with them today, ups and downs for the day. You can keep up with like their feedings and their labs and their meds and all kinds of stuff. So I gotta do that for today. But yeah, I'm really curious how much I'm actually gonna sleep because the nurses will be in and out and these machines make so much noise, but it's a good test. I can like set this somewhere. That's not awkward. Okay. Phil? What is this? Is this a freaking sprout? Oh, it's a scallion. I was trying to show my little thing. With my shirt down and there's food. Philip's been making fun of this. Her nose hairs.